Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick. Welcome back to Immortals of Aveum, where last time we discovered that Sandric was actually an immortal himself. That he is creating ley lines where the ley lines have died, and then absorbing those ley lines into himself. We still haven't discovered who the hand is, but I'm still putting my bets that it was your best friend, Luna, who you saw fall to her supposed death at the beginning of the game. Is there anything for us to craft? I don't think so. I don't know. I'd rather have armor and shield rather than armor and any specific... Oh, what kind of pack do I have? Oh. That is good. I could use greater health crystal capacity. That used a lot of resources, but I will accept it. I don't really need that many mana crystals. I don't use mana crystals as much as I use health.
Jack, heard you walk right up into a whole thing.
Take up a position at the table, Initiate. There's a lot to talk about.
Clearly.
Any of these possible font shapes look familiar?
None, sir.
The amount of unfamiliar we're dealing with makes me what?
Cranky and unforgiving, sir.
Problem with looking for shapes to describe them is that, well, the observer gives the shape to the font when they see it.
Says who?
No. He's right.
The pentad said who, and no one here is going to argue with them, are they? No, because they started to stretch themselves into infinity, trying to work out every conceivable mathematical shape a font might take, and then shing, the pentadi get launched into a different dimension, like a cosmic slingshot made up of unhealthily preoccupied accountants.
Sir, did you say mathemagical?
Why the civilized world insists on using the pentad calendar as standard, knowing what happened to them, it just vexes me to no end is what it does.
Thaddeus said the fonts were 2 kinds of invisible and 3 times that the heartache for looking.
Yeah, I don't... What?
Thaddeus said things.
I'd like to remind everyone that Sandrak is most likely now capable of magic. On a mythic scale.
Oh, is that why we're here?
See, sir?
Yeah.
Very cranky.
I know it's uncharacteristic of me to advise focus. I blame my present nervousness.
Right.
Sounds like Zendara filled you in, sir, but I've got about 1,000,000 questions.
Story time, Jack.
And I used to really love story time.
The Shrouded Realm is a world of raw, untempered magic. A magic so formless and wild, it's impossible to master.
Yeah, I think I've been there.
Then the Pentasod came to that world and created the fonts. 5 great anchors.
So the
that
Shroud was
connected
before the
Shrouded Realm
Pentasod.
to Aveum. The ley lines spread out from these fonts, traveling through both worlds, turning the Shrouded Realm's magic into a resource we could use.
So then who was the Pentasod?
If someone could capture the power of a font, they'd control magic in a way that no Magnus has before.
Like a living ley line tower, capable of drawing magic from the very source, capable of even redirecting it away from other magni.
Sandrak has done exactly that. We believe he's in possession of a Thrata Cull, a binding stone, an artifact that can control the fonts.
So that's what I saw.
Is his goal
out of the
to
ruins.
essentially
That's right.
take away the ability
With it,
to use
Sandrak will
magic?
eventually be able to block our access to magic completely.
But I mean to... And thus
Then
end the Everwar.
is over.
Well,
Over.
thus by us
As in
losing.
he takes over Lucium?
As in, he takes over everything.
But what if he tries to block everybody from being able to use magic, not just
Sir,
one
respectfully
side?
And whatever.
Because really...
you're wrong.
Excuse me?
Oh boy.
You said it yourself. Magic is a resource. Just because Sandrak absorbed a font or whatever doesn't mean his power is endless. It's just that it's probably ginormous.
And the difference
If he
is...
found a way to use the Binding Stone, so can we. We can take it back and then...
Oh, Sandrak. Speak of the devil and he shall appear.
Make yourself at home.
I bring you good news, sister. Peace is near.
Oh, I haven't seen you around, big fella who has affected the
Allow
frame
me to
rate.
let you witness it,
A small kindness between friends.
if you would have it.
We were just discussing what the best response would be to your desecration of the fonts.
Had you yet concluded you have none? Let us meet at Nicaea to discuss the terms of your surrender. I hear now you speak for your king. So there should...
Trap.
The boy does not know me. You have my word. The traditions of Aristea will be upheld, without violence. I see a Lucium that genuinely survives this part of history. Can you?
Okay, so
Well, that was horrible. Course of action?
just because it
Devin,
can teleport
make
you
sure every last trace of them is really gone.
doesn't
Zendara,
mean it looks
I need you to
healthy.
speak to the watch commanders.
We're meeting Sandrak at Nicaea.
We're outgunned, not outfought. Not yet. Jack, let's talk.
Devin, how's it going? What, are you enjoying your mirror? They are more
With the
fun than
most dangerous
television.
man alive, just strolling into the Palathon briefing room. From 1,000 miles away, through some spatial overlap warping spell that no one's ever seen before.
I guess you're not.
I'm just saying there's a lot to unpack there.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Wait, Jack, listen. I know you have a grudge, to put it probably too lightly, with Sandrak for what he did to your home.
But
For his
don't-
mathematical
well,
crimes.
Let all that cloud your judgment when we try and backstab him at Nicaea. There's no word, really, for the kind of power he wields. This will be delicate.
don't worry, I'm a soldier. I won't make a move until Kirkin gives the word.
That in no way lines up with your past interactions with your superiors.
Hey,
Nope.
I'm just saying. Rumor is you're a bit of a shoot from the hip. Bit of a bull rush. That can't happen in Nicaea. I'm sorry.
Now keep
I really
listing
need to get it
examples.
together.
A
Foreign
loose
magics are
cannon.
difficult to scrub out of a breach zone on the best of days.
What are other synonyms for that? A live wire.
Sir, about Nicaea?
Definitely not now, Initiate. The Grand Magnus wants to speak to you.
Right. I'll come back.
Don't.
I will come back though. You have my word.
Is Zendara right? We're going to actually walk into Sandrak's trap.
It's not a trap. Sandrak fashions himself after the nobility of Aristea. He'll honor the tradition of Nicaea as neutral ground.
Sir, I know you don't plan to surrender.
Not even a little bit. We'll take him by surprise, hit him with everything we got, and hope the power of that binding stone of his is found wanting.
Okay, so it's our trap then.
So
The
we
Immortals
are going
can't
to betray
let
him.
Sandrak take control of magic, Jack. We have to take our chances.
Speaking of the Immortals and Sandrak having been an immortal and you never telling me your fellow immortal.
I figured this was coming. There's not a lot of time here. Safe to say, it's better if we table it.
I had a right to know. You recruited me the day Sandrak destroyed my home. I've been fighting against Rasharn ever since you told me.
What difference would it have made?
I
It's
don't
good
know,
to know.
But how do you benefit by constantly keeping secrets from me? You could have told me about the fonts long before any of this. You could have told
You could
me
have
how
talked to
using
me about
magic destroys
Ariel,
the world before training me.
Times
You
New
joined
Roman,
the army, Jack. Not the
Comic
academy.
Sans.
You only needed to know what helped you in the field.
I don't feel that's a good enough answer, sir.
I'm
No.
sure we can live with it for the time being. If we survive Nicaea, we can talk about it again. Now, a few pieces need to fall into place for this ambush to work. I need you to take this to Captain Selko.
A portal stone. Any message to go along with it?
Selko will know what to do. You'll find him in Lordsfell along with a battalion of our soldiers.
Understood. I'll head out now.
All right, I'm back.
So, I was thinking...
Seriously? Let it go. We've got to get prepped for Nocia.
Zendara, open up to me. I just want to be your friend. I just want to be able to go over to your apartment and be like, "Wow, you're cool," and then I leave, and then we never see each other again. All right, let us go find Captain Selko, who is at Lord's Fell Keep. You know, if you're going to name a keep or a castle or a region in a fantasy game or world, don't have the word fall in it or fell. It just sounds like an omen. Captain Selko. Son of a... If you're making a game and you have an action button that is specific, like use, open doors, talk to people, don't have another action button associated with it that can be done at any time as well.
So, Kirkin didn't say what that thing does.
Probably better you don't know, sir.
Is it though?
If you got captured.
Sure. It's just, if I knew the whole plan, it could be helpful, since I'm like, part of the plan. Am I right?
You have a point.
You aren't going to tell me, are you?
Nope.
Great. See you around, Captain.
Like, how about the X button?
Jack, Kirkin's asking for an update.
I delivered the portal stone to Captain Selko. What's next?
Rendezvous with the rest of us at Nocia. Our parley with Sandrak is imminent.
Parlay.
What?
Never heard anyone actually use that word.
It's the nerves.
Uh-huh. See you soon.
Like, in Dragon Age Inquisition, one of the things that annoyed me while playing the game is the pickup button is the same as the jump button. And I very, very often would go over to pick up some loot and instead jump. But here's the thing. I did not use consumable items when I jumped. So if I had to choose one or the other, I would go with the Dragon Age system of you press the jump button, and that also counts as the use. Counts as the use button. Oh, where's the portal again? It is outside. Wow, it has been like 2 seconds. Like I'm constantly, ooh, hello. Like I'm constantly using materials because it is the same key binding as the reload button. All right, let's teleport to this other town. And I suppose like that's one of the things that essentially, like I've already said, that mana crystals aren't that big of a deal to me. I don't use enough mana crystals regularly to justify spending all that extra cash on a mana crystal update. Like if I lost a health crystal every single time I accidentally press the square button wrong when wanting to talk to somebody, like that would be really annoying because they're a little bit more limited and I need them a little bit more. Oh, hold on. Nope. All right, there's a wisp somewhere around here that I missed. So let's back up a little bit and then hope that the wisp reappears. That's okay. What are you attached to? All right. Wow, my aiming is going to be has to be a lot faster. If I'm going to get that chest. There we go. Nope. Can you please run immediately when I tell you to run? Thank you. Have I been through here? I think I've been through here. I think this is the second time I've been through this section. What are we transporting? Some rocks, a statue. Very good, very nice. What do the eyes do? Oh, wait, hold on. Can I... Does not seem like I can animate that. It looks like I should be able to animate it from some direction. But it is unclear as from which. Let's reanimate this thing again. How close do I... Or can I no longer animate this? It's done. Okay. Like, there's something in the environment that I'm missing that would complete this puzzle. For now, though, it is puzzling. And I might have to just move on because I am not entirely sure where the missing piece is.
That's Nocia up ahead. Game face, Jack.
Oh, okay. I have not been here because I have not unlocked said bridge portal. Until now. Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
You got a lot of health, sir. Nope. No. Oh, come on. At least have other. God damn it. At least have other attacks besides just the same one over and over again. My shield has not restructured itself. Alright. At least I can level up. No. I don't care about lore. Take that lore away from me. What did I pick up, by the way? Was it one of those? No. Oh, the Lancer. No, thank you. Ah. The Bashes. Does more armor, but it also does more melee damage, and I haven't really used melee. Alright, what can we upgrade in green? Gained 1 bling charge. We really probably should have done this a long time ago. Yeah. That would have helped out in that fight as well. Just having a second blink charge.
Can I call dibs?
Not the time, Jack.
So, what's the plan? To know, this all feels a bit improvisational, if I'm being honest.
You bring no banner?
Didn't feel the need.
I held a small hope you might see reason. Yet you remain the same Kirkham that made me abandon the Immortals years ago. Obsessed with victory. Stranger to compromise. Your eye ever bent towards the world's ruin.
And you just want to save it.
I can. With this. Its mastery over the fonts means I can end the war.
You mean win the war? By turning the rest of us defenseless.
In our every meeting, yipping.
Jack's right, though. You're not worthy of that power, Sandrak. Your airships bomb the free cities of the East and then wonder why they resist you now? The last order that surrendered to Rasharn, you burned their ambassadors alive. If my eye is ever bent towards the world's ruin, it's because I'm trying to stop the man causing so much of it.
Please. Don't make me do this.
Captain Selko. You went mad. You didn't abandon us. You were exiled. And I'm still paying the price for not killing you.
Remember, this blood is on your hands.
It's the wound!
He's moving it!
We have to go! Now! Fall back!
You know, it's always tough when the frame rate trips you. In real life, video games. Oh, I'm back home. Well, back at the Palathon. Where I suppose, like, where else would...
Devin.
Jack, glad you're on your feet. That could have been so much worse. Took ages, but Zendara was finally able to dig you out of the rubble.
Oh, no, not her. I rather would have died. I'm never living that down.
Nope. Never.
How many did we lose?
Considering Sandrak just dropped a city into the wound, surprisingly few. But enough to have made his point. Kirkhan's left for Lavnery to talk with the king. He wants a full surrender after Nosea. There's even talk that Kirkhan's emergency powers may be rescinded.
So who's in charge?
Zendara. And I'll warn you, she's in a bit of a mood.
Kind of on brand for her.
I heard that.
Whoops.
Meet us in the war chamber, Jack. We've come to the conclusion that we're in desperate need of a plan.
All right. Well, good for you, because I offer plans on the regular. Are they good plans? Maybe not. But they're plans nonetheless. All right, let's go to the war chamber and take off our briefs. I gotta push a button and enter a cutscene.
Kirkhan may be gone, but our job's still the same. Eliminating Sandrak and his hold over the fonts.
There are 5, right? He can't have them all yet. We may not know what the binding
Oh,
stones
so he
are
essentially
or how
absorbed the
Sandrak
entire
uses it,
font into
but we can try
himself,
and
not
keep him
just
away
the
from
ley line.
rest if all of us just... What?
The fonts are hidden from us, Jack. Invisible. Buried in the liminal spaces where the borders between Aveum and the Shrouded Realm are weakest.
So you don't know where they are.
Location of 2. The Palathon is actually built around one, and the other is in the Tower of Masks in Risharn.
Which means Sandrak's already used the binding stone to absorb its power.
We have to assume he has.
Technically, we now know the location of 3 fonts, but the one in the Pale Forest is, well, you saw what happened to it.
So that leaves the last 2, and only Sandrak knows where they are. Fine. Pin that. We concentrate on the binding stone instead. We know where that is. We just need to learn how to shut it off. And fast.
Not necessarily. According to my research, a Thradakol takes a huge toll on its possessor. Sandrak will have to rest before doing another stunt like that. We may have a little time.
Which leads us to former Grand Magnus, Thaddeus. Kirkhan's predecessor, now in exile. The oldest of us that still lives. By all accounts, he was an expert on Aristea. If there's a weakness to the very Aristean binding stone, he'll know about it. In theory.
Sticky wicket, the situation with Thaddeus.
That's not important.
A sticky wicket?
What Zendara means to say is it doesn't matter that Thaddeus hates the Immortals and everything we stand for, because you'll undoubtedly figure out a way to convince him to help us. And a bonus potential setback, because the universe is cruel. Like the remaining fonts, we also don't know where Thaddeus is.
His last known location was the Sky Islands of Oromon, digging through the archives at the Library of Akoth.
Okay, then what are we waiting for? I go to Oromon, make nice with a friendly librarian.
Actually getting to Oromon is difficult, Initiate. You're gonna need to learn how to ride a ley line.
Ah,
Devin,
I know I
you're
need
running
that
some-
ability later on.
Walk Jack through what he needs to do to get airborne.
Ready when you are, Jack.
Okay. Zorand, I need to talk to you.
Sir, about Oromon and what's his name? Thaddeus?
Were the mission parameters unclear?
No, sir. I just figured some more intel never hurts.
It hurts time, Initiate. Do you want to hurt time?
What's the sticky wicket about Thaddeus?
The guy I'm looking for, our former Grand Magnus, does he really hate the Immortals?
The feeling's mutual.
Why does he hate the
Your
group
job
he
is
led?
to ignore all that and find out what he knows about the Binding Stone.
It'd be so much easier to ignore if I knew what it actually was.
Nice try.
Sir, come on.
Thaddeus was Kirkhan's mentor. Sandrak's too, in a way. Then he bailed on the Order for reasons you don't need to know, leaving Kirkhan to fill his position when she really didn't feel ready for it. She was a huge fan of that.
At least you're sending the new guy to navigate through all the complicated drama.
That also means you're not attached to all the complicated drama. Anything more on Oromon?
I don't know much about Oromon. Never been that far west in any of the fighting.
That's because Oromon dropped out of the Everwar a long time ago. Even before then, they remained largely neutral. Then their magical experiments cut them off from the rest of the kingdoms, and it didn't much matter anymore.
Magical
I don't have
experiments?
time to give you a history lesson. Devin can catch you up. All you need to know at present is that the Orimic made it a bitch to get out to them. Hence your need to ride a ley line.
And what about the Orimic themselves?
What's left of them are nomads, migrating from one sky island to another in search of arcanum deposits. Also, they can be a pain in the ass to deal with when you're an outsider.
All right.
All right, I'm good. Heading out.
Don't fuck this one up, Initiate.
I'll try to hold back, but you know, if I do screw up, we'll just die.
You'll need a special spell to properly ride the ley lines, and a strong stomach.
Why? What's this spell like?
Like Lash, only more panic, vertigo, and fear of heights. Fortunately, there's a Shroud Fane in the Harrows where you can find one.
The Harrows over in Havenshire? Got it.
The Havenshire
All right,
Harrows?
I'll be quick.
That sounds like a
But,
sports
hey,
team.
You okay? We never really got to talk about what happened at Nicaea.
They're hard for me to pass, honestly. My feelings on all of that destruction. Call me when you have the spell, and I'll tell you where we go from there.
Would you like to discuss the mathematical systems that govern this world? Grapple! Yes, we've been waiting for that spell. We've been hoping to grapple with it. All right, let's go straight to Havenshire because there's so many like collectible things and secondary objectives that can be completed, but they require the grapple, I believe. All right, let us go to the Nicaea Bridge and wherever this Shroud Fane gate is.
Don't think I have a spell for that.
Oh, hello. Okay, why did this portal drop me like right in front of bad guys? That seems very inconsiderate of the portal. Where am I going? Over there somehow. Oh. Across whatever the hell this is. Ah, hello. Alright, where did you go? Greater Leyladon. Okay, now still where did you go? Oh. I think I'm a little. There should be an upgrade to weapons soon. I could use more damage to all of my weapons. Like, none of them seem to be that particularly strong. Especially against the big guy. But then again, you're not really going to be fighting constant source of gray Ladylons. Who do seem to have the ability to drain your mana, which is... Nope. I was hoping I could jump to dodge as well. But that does not seem to be the case. There we go. Ah. Nope. Torrent damage. What is torrent damage? What is torrent even? Oh, okay. It's that thing. So, at the very least, that has better fire rate and less damage. But then the better fire rate might help out, and the better capacity. Let's just go over this for... Yeah, let's try it out. See what we think. It looks like the aim might be a little bit difficult. And we get the spell first. Aim at lash anchors, then hold lash to pull yourself towards them. Excellent. It's about time. Press square to ride a ley line. Do I jump into it? Oh. No, I just look at it and press square. All right. I don't even really need to hold the square button. Okay. There we go.
Don't think I have a spell for that.
Thank you, Jack.
Devin, where do I head next? I've got the spell I need to ride the ley lines.
Splendid. The ley line we need to get to Orman is close by.
Heading your way then.
Or what I could consider doing is exploring those other places I couldn't access, because now I have access to them. Also, what is... Yeah, this is the ley line that I could ride. You can explore previous areas once the portals of that area are unlocked. Search for new shroud fangs and golden chests. Basically saying, hey, why not take a look around? Like there's a ley line over there, one over there, but Will this take me to anything interesting? Or... Oh, yep, there's the chest. We definitely need a lot of gold, since I spent 50,000 on that health pack. Who actually took our money? I have no idea. Oh. Let us go back to the right. Still not sure what they expect me to do over there. But that's fine. Otherwise... Oh, and we have a chest over here. We didn't really explore this side of things that well. We just kind of... Where am I being attacked from? Oh. It does have a longer reload time, I think. Alright, I think I need 2 points in order to get the next upgrade. Yeah, I don't know if I really like that version, so let's switch back. And I think I need 2 points to unlock the thing I want to unlock next, which is this one over here. Increase my green magic power by 40%. So we will hold on to that for later. Oh, yeah. And here is a grapple point. Nope. Huh. What am I pointing that at? Why? Why? That camera angle is the worst. Ah, thank goodness. Why does it seem like something either needs to be raised or lowered? Because at its height, it's not hitting anything. And I can't move it up or down. I find myself like with the puzzles in this game, kind of half the time wondering what they're actually expecting me to do. All right, let's just move on. We'll worry about finding things at a later date. How easy is it to just... It does not seem particularly easy to just jump to the ley line. Also, is there a location I just can go to and I will definitely find things? Like, shall we try here, actually? Yeah, let's go to that section there on the map. No. See what I mean? I'm standing in front of the portal, but I need to be in front of the portal in such a way that the square interact button appears. I can't just be in front of the portal. Or I can't just walk into the portal, I think. So let us go to the... It's too bad I can't put a waypoint. Let us go follow the road out of this place. And I also need to remember that I have the Dominion magic ability. The rainbow beam, which I have very, very seldom used. Also, it's a little bit of a... It's a little bit of a surprise that the meeting in Nicaea was over as quickly as it was just a very fast cutscene. Like, there wasn't really much to it. I'm surprised there wasn't really, like, any gameplay aspect. Alright. We need to go there. Then... You know, I was expecting this to be easier. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we've been here before. But now we can ride the ley line. Which the camera is... I feel like the camera for this ley line riding... Hello, ma'am. How are you doing? What you reading? That's some blocky text. Whoever wrote that book really should break up all of those blocks. Maybe break it up with, like, shorter sentences, maybe a little dialogue. Just keep it fresh. Huh. Is there a fast travel system where I could just fast travel to a portal? It does not seem like that. Huh. I've opened 4 out of 10 Shroud Fanes and opened 8 out of 32 golden chests. That's not bad. But it would be nice if there was, like, just a... No, see? Square buttons also ride the ley lines. So many things are attached to a single button. Let's go up there. So cutting to there. Oh, have I not restored this one? I guess I haven't? Yeah, I figured there was more than one. Alright. There are 3, I think, actually. Teleporting into the same space. Got rid of you. Now I think there's just one left. No, there's still more left. Now there are none left, I think. Yes. Excellent. Yep, I definitely was not in this space. Also, I appreciate that the requirements of grapple aren't, like, you don't have to be so precise. What is in this direction? Wound's Edge. We don't have to go there just yet, so we won't. But interesting how we were able to access the entrance to it so quickly. Let's actually go there. Because we happen to have a portal right next. Because we happen to have a portal so close next to us, we can just jump over there. I'm going to make it a rule that I am not allowed to discuss the, Sorry, there was a surprisingly loud rumbling of thunder. I'm not allowed to discuss the mapping of the square... Oh, I don't think I'm ready for this. The mapping of the square button. How do you even get to that? I'm allowed to briefly suffer. Yeah, I can't just go into it. I have to... Oh my gosh. Oh, I haven't been there. I can briefly display my suffering, but I will not discuss it at any length. Because I think I've gotten that point across. Let's see. We got you over there. Is there anything interesting here, or is there just this forge? Because if there's just the forge, like, why was it hidden away? Why does it even matter? There's that over there. Let's go get rid of that. And now let's just go back to Lycium. Go back to the Grey Road. Let's carry on. If we pass something by, we'll go after it. Maybe later on we'll go after the other things. Now, I'm going to need to get myself closer to that ley line. Thumbstick. Thank you. Yeah, your shield is not going to help this melee guy who's way at it. Oh, the door closed behind me. I did not realize that. That was very convenient of the door for trapping me in with the bad guys. Good job, door. Oh, well. Can I reach the ley line from here? Yes. See, like, this feels like one of those, like, roller coasters that, has, like, very sharp turns and, like, it takes its turns a bit too rough. Like, you want those smooth, curved turns on your roller coasters. Alright. Devin! How goes it?
Some view, huh? If magical post-apocalyptic vistas are your thing.
What the hell happened out there?
The Gatterond. Mix stupid ideas with bold, magical experiments and blow your own kingdom to pieces.
Wait, they did it to themselves?
Indeed. So, the mission. Go to the archives at the Library of Akoth in Orman. See if we can find any trace of Thaddeus, and find out if he knows anything about the Binding Stone. You ready to leave now? Or do you want to go over other mission intel?
So the Gatterond, huh? All I'd heard about Orman was that they gave up fighting in the Everwar, what, 20 years ago?
More or less. They basically ground themselves to sand. They didn't so much give up as vanish awkwardly from the stage.
What happened?
A populist faction with a fiery name that I can't remember took over the Ormic government. They advocated for an equal ownership of magic, not just between Magni, but among the lightless as well. They believed that by distributing magic evenly, the world would finally be able to work towards an end to the Everwar. Can you imagine? I mean, look where it got them.
Maybe? Part of me absolutely can.
Dynastic magical traditions, thousands of years old, versus some upstart idea of shared magic that results in the destruction of roughly a fifth of the continent? I'll trust my overly stringent forebears, thank you very much.
Question. Why are you wearing so many belts? Why do you have 4 belts on your waist, another belt over your chest, 5 more belts on your arms?
Back at the Palathon, it felt like you really wanted to tell me something about Thaddeus, but Zendara wouldn't let you.
He's a touchy subject, and Zendara's very protective of Kirkan. She'd be happy if we never talked about him at all. Thaddeus and Kirkan, they hate each other, more or less. You know about our secret duty as stewards of Lucia? The Immortals' mandate and such?
Yeah?
I poke around. I snoop. Tremendous deficit of character, I know. Evidently, there's another more deeper, extreme version of that mandate that only the Grand Magnus and their immediate confidants know about. Some task they're expected to do at some point. Turns out Thaddeus resigned as Grand Magnus and
There's
exiled
protocol
himself
number 4.
before doing this super secret thing. Whatever it is.
I think I'm good to go. After you.
Let's see.
Bonus
if I remember
points
how
if
to
you
do
know what
this.
I'm referencing. Alright, let's go to Orman. See about these islands in the sky. These skylands.
I can get used to that.
Give me a portal any day. There's a very high vomit probability for me right now.
So basically,
it
Devin
up,
says
buddy.
you should have
We need to
a
get to
strong
Jack.
stomach. because he doesn't have a strong stomach. Oh, hello. Oh, no, son of a... Are you considered armored? Oh, hello.
Hey, I'm Jack. This is Devin. Thanks for the assist. Well, what's your name?
Kenzie. You're Lucians, aren't you?
Also, Immortals. Just to
We're
be
also
clear.
awesome.
Is that a literal thing?
What? No, we can die. It's just
Good.
like...
Then stay back.
Hey, watch it.
Jack, I may have neglected to mention that the Ormic are notoriously territorial underneath their bohemian facade.
Oh, that's rich. Coming from a pampered classist jackboot masquerading as some champion of justice.
Look, we're just looking for someone that was here a little bit ago.
I love neo-anarchist pablum as much as the next weak-kneed revolutionary. But I think we can both admit it loses its luster when it ultimately results in the destruction of your entire...
Devin, why did we bring
That's
you?
not what happened. And you imperialist fuckos know it.
Oh, did I say kingdom? I'm sorry. I meant to fake
Devin,
collective
still, why
that's
did we
now
bring
just
you?
a stretch of gravity-challenged rocks. Maybe the next wrong-headed egalitarian social experiment with magic fares a bit better than all of this unchecked calamity.
Wow. Does he always love to hear himself talk this
Yes,
much?
actually, yes.
Oh,
Jack?
I mean, I can't say no. Look, how about we table the culture clash for a bit, huh? We came here on a mission to keep Sandrak from winning the Ever War. Maybe you can help us.
who? You know what? Scratch that. It's not like I care who wins that stupid war. The sooner someone does, the sooner you can all get out of Ormond.
You don't know who Sandrak is.
Nope. But I figure since you're Lucian, he's from Asharn. Same thing, really.
Different flags. Same oppressive totalitarian magic-hoarding police state. Am I doing it right?
Unhelpful.
You're on your own. Mind the road. These chronicler constructs are everywhere. Started spilling out of the library months ago. And you'll be happy to know that there are plenty of Rasharnians around, too. You can keep trying to prove which one of you has the right to determine the lives of the rest of us.
Okay.
Hey, wait up. We really are here to save the world.
Let her go.
Maybe you should have
With
opened
the
with
Rasharnians
that.
and these chroniclers about, we really could use someone that knows the territory.
Maybe you should have led
I'll
with
catch
that.
up with her and...
Be nicer.
Good plan. You push forward to the library and we'll meet you there. She'll come around.
Take that, box. Alright, can I manufacture anything of interest? Now that I've moved slightly deeper in. And why does 9 seem to be like the maximum? Why is it the number on the left 1 or 9? Maybe I can upgrade. Deconstruct, yeah, why not? We are never using this again. We don't need the weaker version of that. I don't really like that. Eh. Let's see, can we make a better ring? Right now, my ring is plus 20 blue power, but I don't really use the blue as much. Like a shield ring would already be better. Hmm. 41 damage, but terrible fire rate and lower capacity. I'm gonna try it out anyway, because it's cheap. Okay.
Go. More chroniclers.
Alright. I do like the additional power. Ah, damn it. I think I dodged directly into a wall. This is a very awkward arena to be fighting in. Let's try the now upgraded version of that. It's alright.
What is all that webbing? Is it metal?
Also, I've ascended again, so now I can put points into there. So now this attack should be even stronger than it was before.
I can grapple over there.
Oh, there looks like a shroud vein. No armor for you. I feel like there are sometimes a lot of effects that occupy the screen. Makes it a little bit hard to look at. There we go. And now what is this? It is locked from us. Huh. I was not expecting that. A mana crystal to replace the one I accidentally used. And I haven't even been using any mana abilities. Like, I've only been losing mana because of the... What are these trails of energy called again? The ley line serpents.
Lean,
Oh.
lean. Gotcha.
Alright, a little bit more active than not at all.
That's a whole lot of lurge.
Ah, I do appreciate the extra damage here. Any more left? Yes. Oh, and one big one. One big boy. Is that not reaching you? Ah. It is unclear. It does not seem to be reaching him. Ah, hold on. Ah, son of a... I did not heal fast enough now. Ah. And I still have to defeat the little ones again. So this is essentially the first of the big serpent battles in the main storyline. Can't really reach you from all the way up to there. Like, maybe the blue will be able to hit. Have like some little bit sniper action going on. You can come closer if you want. There we go. Alright, let's hit him with the green while he's up close. And then hit him with the blue while he's farther away. Alright. I didn't even need any mana anyway. I keep forgetting about it. Yeah. I really should try to remember to use my Dominion magic.
Jack, I caught up to our favorite radical, who, it turns out, still wants nothing to do with me.
Super. So she bailed again.
She did. But I managed to learn that the Sky Librarians built the Chronicler constructs to serve as assistants in some great undertaking that ultimately went pear-shaped. By which I mean the constructs killed them all in a bloody uprising.
Everyone? So there's no one at the library to ask about Thaddeus.
And yet you'll persevere. For my part, I'm going to hunt down and destroy as many of the Chroniclers as I can. They're too close to the Lucian border for my liking.
Copy that. Meet me at the library when you
That's
can.
a fair objective. While you're here, might as well blow him up. All right. Ah. Let's try that again. I'm trying to think about what I think of the music. It's very low key. I kind of like it, but I'm not sure. Oh, I probably should have grappled. That's fine. I feel like this is one soft drum beat away from being a chill hop beat. Season of Thought, the 13th day of the month of Gears, 10:16 PA. Rashan grants citizenship to constructs. Death machines or amicable neighbors. That's what's in everyone's minds as the kingdoms of Avium turn their attention to the Magni of House Arakan, the leaders of Rashan's current regime. As a follow-up to the Conclave of Gilhad, Rashan is proving that they practice what they preach, and as of the 12th day of the month of Gears, have issued a proclamation granting limited citizenship to constructs. The Araman Tribune was there to ask Rashan's human citizens what they thought of this bold mandate. Well, I don't know. We've got an Archon living next door, and it seems nice enough. It's surprisingly into gardening and meditation. Who would have thought? Said Kaivan, a free celebrant of Qualorian. Who is now dead. Due to the constructs. Didn't we already discuss this in Mass Effect with the Quarians? Maybe the constructs are building it. Maybe the constructs are really into metal.
Dissolving the big metal nodes clears patches of it up. Good to know.
So the node created the metal. Am I doing some riding? Doing some riding.
I keep coming across some weird swirling metal material. Any idea what it is?
I've seen it before. Constructs often take their embedded instructions and improve on them to do their jobs better and faster. Sometimes they leak those instructions. It comes out of them like metallic sweat.
You mean learning? They leak learning.
Sure. Invariably, it bubbles out and just makes a mess. Constructs are usually broken down before it happens. The fact that there's so much, well, leakage, look, around here means these chroniclers have probably become very, very smart.
Okay. Oh, hold on. We got a fight on our hands. If they're so smart, why are they dead? Where did he? Oh, you're still in front of me. Having this extra dodge is very nice.
Gotta find a way inside.
I'm going to stop here for the night. Next time, we will return to the library. In the meantime, got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourself a good night.